The luxury life of the Morocco royal family. While being a royalty might no longer command as much power and authority that it did some centuries ago, royal families across the world still enjoy great privileges and live some of the most affluent and luxurious lifestyles of any human alive today. Many royalties in the world today live in far greater opulence than some of the world's most powerful and renowned leaders. Royal families from Europe to Asia and even Africa all have one thing in common: abundant wealth and riches. Of the royalties of the world presently, the Moroccan royal family sits at the top of the chart as the richest royal family in Africa and the fifth richest royal family in the world. The royal family of Morocco is one that isn't shy to flaunt its wealth, and one whose ownership of choice and extravagant items isn't hidden from public glare. So in this video, we'll be detailing the luxurious and opulent lifestyle of the royal family of Morocco and just how it came to be Africa's wealthiest royal family. Let's get it on. Only a few monarchies still exist in the world today can claim to have a history as rich and ancient as that of the Moroccan monarchy. The current ruling dynasty of Morocco dates back to the 17th century, essentially making it one of the oldest ruling dynasties in the world. With over 390 years at the helm of power, the royal family of Morocco has amassed vast riches and wealth that has been passed down from one king to the next. The present monarch of Morocco is King Mohammed VI, and he is a descendant of the Alawi dynasty. His father, Hassan II, was among the richest monarchs of his time and had huge stakes in the Attijari Wafa Bank, the largest bank in Morocco. Upon his death in 1999 and the ascension of the throne by King Mohammed VI on July 30, 1999, the young king inherited a large portion of his father's wealth, including his shares in Attijari Wafa and another 35% stake in Morocco's leading holding company. He currently rules as the 23rd monarch of Morocco and is the third royalty to adopt the title king. His grandfather, King Mohammed V, is widely acclaimed to be the founder of the Moroccan nation following his return from exile in March 1956 and being the first to be addressed with the title King of Morocco. Despite being of royal blood, King Mohammed VI is likewise an astute entrepreneur and has been able to maintain and grow the royal family's wealth tremendously since his ascension through his business acumen. Building up on his inheritance, he has gone on to acquire stakes in many of Morocco's choice companies and handles his own pool of private companies as well, all estimates to be worth billions. The royal family of Morocco was recently estimated by Forbes magazine to have a net worth of $8.2 billion. The royal family is able to fund its expensive lifestyle thanks to King Mohammed VI's business interest in many of Morocco's top establishments. They own majority shares in the SNCI, Morocco's topmost investment bank and holding company. Through the SNCI, the royal family has successfully invested in several high-performing smaller companies, not just in Morocco, but all over the world, and especially throughout the continent of Africa. The SNCI in 2012 had a turnover volume of $5.3 billion and a net income of $500 million, of which the majority of these earnings went to the royal family. The royal family also directly owns a 54% stake in the Royal Air Maroc, as well as another 44% through the Hassan II Fund for Economic and Social Development. The royal family's 35% stake in the Attijari Wafa Bank is also reportedly worth $5.7 billion. The official residence of King Mohammed VI is the Palais Royal, also called the Dar al-Maksin Palace, and is located in Fez. The king lives in this monstrous palace with his family, and the palace is reported to have a domestic staff population of 1,100 people. For a palace so large and requiring such a humongous number of domestic staff, it therefore comes in at no surprise when the daily operational budget of the palace was estimated to be around $960,000, with clothing and travel spending being two of the major expenses. The monthly salary bill of the staff members of the palace also sits at a whopping $8.8 million monthly. King Mohammed VI is married to Princess Lala Salma, and the powerful couple share two children together, Moulay Hassan, the Crown Prince of Morocco, and Lala Khadija. Moulay is already being prepped on being the next king after his father and has been actively accompanying him on royal trips and meeting with world leaders. Many controversies have trailed how the royal family spends its vast wealth, much recently with critics claiming that the family's extravagant spending can be better utilized towards helping the country's growing poor population. But the royal family is largely unfazed by these criticisms and has continued to lead the affluent life it is globally known for. Asides the Palais Royal, King Mohammed VI owns more than a dozen royal palaces around the world, with his most recent purchase being widely publicized after the king paid for the popular French palace situated close to the Eiffel Tower for a staggering $98 million from one of his cronies, a likewise affluent Saudi prince. The estimated value of all the palaces owned by the royal family of Morocco across the world is estimated to be around $500 million. But aside these, the royal family also owns the massive Royal Mansour, a 5-star hotel that was opened in 2010 and required 3 whole years to complete. The Royal Mansour is the official guest lodge of the royal family, housing state-of-the-art facilities, exquisite rooms, pools, and over 1.5 hectares of lush gardens. The construction cost of the Royal Mansour is largely unknown, but speculations are rife that it cost hundreds of millions of dollars to build. The royal family also has one of the largest vehicle fleets in the world, boasting well over 600 cars worth around $400 million, and consisting of all brands of luxury cars you can think of, from vintage cars to super fast and ultra-modern high-tech vehicles. The royal family also boasts of 2 luxury private jets, one Boeing 747K jet that is highly equipped with modern and state-of-the-art facilities that allows the royal family to have the best travel experiences. The Boeing 747K is officially registered under the King's insignia CN-MVI, which expressly indicates that it belongs to King Mohammed VI. The jet was purchased from Qatar's Emir for around $90 million and was upgraded with custom installations according to the King's specifications. The Gulfstream G650 is the second jet owned by the royal family and which costs $68.4 million to acquire. This jet is mostly used by the Crown Prince for his international travels and is licensed under the name CN-AMH, Moulay Hassan's official insignia. Both jets are operated by the Royal Air Morocco airline. With all these luxurious properties and jets, it becomes even clearer how and why the royal family spends so much on maintenance. A breakdown of the monthly operational cost of the royal family was estimated by Forbes to include £97,000 spent on maintaining the royal fleet of luxury cars, £355,000 spent on gas and fuel, £53,000 for feeding the royal livestock, £632,000 on electricity and water bills, a jaw-dropping £600,000 on telephone bills, £61,000 on stationaries, and £121,000 on clothing apparels. But unlike other royal families, the royal family of Morocco does not own a private yacht, preferring to rent out luxury yachts during vacations and doling out hundreds of thousands of dollars like on a recent vacation to Greece in 2019, during which the Queen and her 2 children doled out $560,000 on a luxury yacht named Serenity for a week's hire. The royal family of Morocco, without a doubt, lives a life of extreme luxury and extravagance. The king, in an extravagant display of his opulence, once rented a plane from Morocco's military just to fly one of his priceless Aston Martin car from Rabat, Morocco, to Britain for repair works at an Aston Martin workshop. King Mohammed's collection of rare and exquisite wristwatches and jewelry are worth tens of millions of dollars. In 2018, the wealthy monarch famously acquired a Patek Philippe Nautilus wristwatch that was encrusted with 893 diamonds for a whopping $1.2 million. In an incident that occurred within the Palais Royal, a cleaning staff member confessed to having stolen 36 luxury watches from the king's collection worth millions of dollars. In a 2016 meeting with the U.S. president, King Mohammed VI gifted President Barack Obama a golden brooch that was heavily decorated with diamonds and rubies, as well as silver earrings and a watch decorated with emeralds and diamonds. These gifts were estimated to cost around $102,000. King Mohammed VI is also the single largest landowner in Morocco, owning 12,000 hectares of land, as well as one of the country's most famous golf courses worth millions of dollars. King Mohammed VI earns an official monthly salary of £25,126, according to a recently approved royal budget by the country's parliament. Additionally, a grand sum of £114,500 was to be paid monthly to other members of the royal family. Every Moroccan knows that the royal family does not rely on these meager monthly earnings from the nation's coffers to live the life of affluence and extreme opulence that they enjoy. The Crown Prince Moulay Hassan is acclaimed to be the richest teenager in the world with an estimated net worth of around $1 billion. The royal family is also extremely philanthropic, with this being a major reason why the family is loved by many Moroccans. Young King Mohammed learned to be very charitable from his father, who is greatly loved by Moroccans for his many charitable works. Early this year, Princess Lala Salma and the king jointly hosted a gala and an auction, successfully raising $16 million that was to be used in building 2 ultra-modern cancer research and treatment centers in Morocco. And that's it from us today. What impresses you the most about the Morocco royal family? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more of our luxurious content. And why not click on another video showing now? This is The Luxurious. Talk to you in the next video.